house, this is what it looks like. And see if any of this resonates for you. Like the kitchen is always open. The kitchen's always open. And my children, they eat like hobbits. And I don't know if you remember this. Little Pippin from Lord of the Rings, he had first breakfast and second breakfast. And then he had first lunch and second lunch. And that's the way it is, ×4 in my house. And as much as I yell and scream, or as much as I try to train my girls, they cannot get anything in the dishwasher. So all summer long, everything has crumbs, everything has food, everything has plates. The kitchen is a total mess. And the rest of the house gets to be really crazy and messy too. So they all love to make forts in the summer. So they get every pillow and every blanket from all over the house, and they bring them down, and they set up some cool fort, and now they've gotten advanced, and they've started taking the lamps. So they put all the lamps under there, which is really neat, except, you know, when it hits darkness, and we're all in complete darkness because we can't find a single lamp. Because no, they don't clean it up. They just move to the next location. And then they go to the office, and they're like, we want to do some crafts. And they pull out little pieces of paper, and they cut them up, and they get hot glue. Don't you love when hot glue gets going in the office, and pens and pencils, and it gets crazy in there. And then they get done with that, and then they head to the guest room downstairs, and they get out the Polly Pockets and the Barbies, and they've all got little bitty shoes. They've got about 1,000 little shoes, and they get in the carpet, and they're all over, and we've got the house, and somebody decides Barbie needs to go to the pool, so they get out the water, and we've got her going. I've got water. It's everywhere. And then they're like, hey, let's bring some friends over. And then we go down, and we play some game on the Wii where we're doing Dance Dance Revolution, and we're doing that, and it's all over. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my head's going to explode, because I was like, I want to be the house where everybody comes, all the kids come to play. What the heck was I thinking? Oh my gosh! Oh, I am not that mom. I need just a little bit of space. But I have to say, the hardest part for me in the summer is the constant fighting. The constant fighting. With everybody, with that much community time in our house, there's a lot of fighting. So I read a book not that long ago on adolescent development. And they said that the most important thing that an adolescent can do is individuate. That is their most important goal, is they got to figure out who they are. But boys and girls do it differently. So the way boys do it is they leave. They need to get away from their families. They need to like go outside or go to a friend's house. That's how they individuate the best. But the way girls do it is they stay and they fight. I don't know if this is good news or bad news that I know this, but I've got 4 fighters in my house, and they're all individuating around me, same-sex parents, so it's all about me and each other, and so it's nutty. And so by the end of that particular summer, I was completely fried, no margin, which meant that the first day of school was the best day of my life. So I was super excited. You know, parents are tearing up everywhere, and I'm trying not to jump too high. But I'm fried. That's all I want to do is go home and clean my kitchen and just look at it for 3 hours. Just clean and staying clean. So my husband and I, we walked the girls up to school. We had 2 in elementary at this point. And they're excited, and when they're excited, it's easy to be excited with them. So we got him up there, and then he took off for work, and I waited till they went into their classrooms, and then I headed back home, just taking my time, walking home, and again, excited about cleaning my kitchen. And then I ran into this other mom who's like, hey, Dale, how you doing? I'm like, hey, don't interrupt me. I said, oh, I want to go to my house by myself. And she goes, how was your summer? I'm like, oh my gosh, don't ask me that. Ask me anything but that, because I have no margin. So I'm pretty much going to tell her the truth. So as she got close to me, she's like, really, how was your summer? I said, my summer was exhausting. I've been waiting 3 months for this day. How's yours? She's like, ah! You know, I'm in my neighborhood. They don't talk like that. And so she goes, well, mine was amazing. It was fantastic. I spent every minute with my children because I love my children. I know. I try not to roll my eyes. I love my children. And I just love spending all that time with them. And you know, the best part of all is we traveled the entire time. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my children. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now that my children are gone. I'm thinking, wait till 2:30. But I'm thinking, okay, there are 3 things going on here potentially with this woman. A, she's medicated. I'm pretty sure that's the case. B, she's full of it. And that's still going on there too. Because who can spend every single second of every bit of the summer and love every minute of it? I mean, come on. And the third part is that maybe she was on to something. And actually it was kind of a combination of all 3. Yeah. do know that she's medicated, but anyway, I'm thinking that's looking really good. But that was where the idea was born, to travel away from my summer nightmare and to try to find something better. And then that mom, that sweet mom, because of course she still had tears in her eyes from her moment up at school, she muttered, "God bless!" And then she flitted away. And I'm standing there going, like a truck just hit me, like, God, where was God that summer? And I realized at that moment that I hadn't talked to God very much that summer. My prayer life had been really flat. Big surprise in a summer like that. Didn't have any lamps to be able to read anything about him. And well, I've always done Bible studies and read books from Christian authors, and so God's been a part of my life. I was sitting there thinking, I'm wanting so much more. I want more than what I have right now. Where was God that summer? You know, and I don't know, because I had really forgotten about him in the midst of my bad attitude and my crazy exhaustion and my messy kitchen and all that. And so I just wondered, how would I find God in a life like that, in a summer like that? Is it even possible to find him there?